WWE Raw. I'm Jim Ross, alongside my broadcast partner, Jerry the King Law. We've got a great program for you tonight, and we're set to kick it off with a real slobber knocker.
You're right, JR. General Manager Eric Bischoff may have made this a non-title match, but a win over the World Heavyweight Champion Triple H could be a step toward a real title opportunity.
Weighing in at 260 pounds, Triple H.
It's all about the game, and how you play it. All about control, and if you can take it. All about your debt, and if you can pay it. It's all about pay, and who's gonna make it? I am the game, you don't wanna play me. I am control, no way you can shake me. I am heavy debt, no way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder, ready to run like a Cleveland bench from a smoking gun. I am the game, and I make the rules. So move on out, you can die like a fool. Trying to figure out what my move's gonna be. Come on over, sucker, why don't you act me? Don't you forget there's a price you can pay. 'Cause I am the game, and I want to play.
Watch out! He reversed it! You know, JR, I rack my brain. Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off. When I look at Triple H, all I see is lost opportunities. He's so and there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover. He saw that one coming. So come on, JR. Just between you and me, who are you pulling for in this match?
I'd like to see a clean victory by a superstar with a lot of heart and a lot of intensity, who puts on the best performance possible for the fans, King. What a reversal.
The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight.
I think Triple H might be the greatest superstar of his generation.
And there he goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh, he might make his opponent tap right here.
And it's been reversed.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand. What a counter! Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.
Now, if only we could get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd stop running their mouths on SmackDown.
1, 2,
He's not going to get caught with that one.
3, 4.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
I can't even imagine what these superstars will put each other through.
I don't think you'll have to use much imagination, King. I think they intend to show you right here tonight.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again.
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We could see a tap out right here, JR. Oh boy, you might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn. He countered that and made it look easy. I'll be honest with you, King. This is not the way I thought this match would go at all.
Me neither, JR. I guess that just goes to show that anything can happen in the WWE.
I think you hit the nail right on the head, King. And it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like if we're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tail.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly.
I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser.
1, 2.
I could watch these superstars go at it all night, JR.
So could I, King, but all good things must come to an end. Let's just hope it just doesn't end too soon.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. Looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere.
I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts.
I almost feel bad for Taz and Michael Cole. They never get to call matches as good as this.
SmackDown's had its fair share of exciting matchups, King. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
It looks like his opponent's going for the submission here, JR.
You'd be a fool not to take advantage of those injuries. A textbook reversal there. Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. This could finish the match right here.
He's a slippery devil.
1.
There's no way that was going to be a 3 count. That went nowhere.
They say imitation's the sincerest form of flattery, but I don't think that's the case here.
I don't think his attempt to get this crowd on his side is paying off here.
He's not trying to get the crowd on his side, JR. He's letting everyone know that he's going to win this one, whether they like it or not. What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, kid. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE.
His opponent telegraphed that one. I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it?
1,
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty.
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
2, 3.
I think that the referee has called for the... Oh, would you look at this? Ric Flair and Triple H are double-teaming him now. And this match is over, by God. How despicable can you get?
He was asking for it, JR. Flair hit him in self-defense. Didn't you see the way he went after the Nature Boy?
He did no such thing, King. Triple H and Flair will do anything it takes to keep the title around the game's waist. And that includes taking out the competition.
Hey, I saw what Triple H and Flair pulled last week. This crap is getting really old. You okay?
I'll live, but they're not gonna get off that easy.
Listen, you're good, but this is a numbers game. There's 2 of them, but 1 of you. Dude, you've got to even that up.
What do you have in mind?
Hey, I'm one of the few guys in the Raw locker room who's pinned Triple H for a 3 count. I don't have an Intercontinental title defense tonight. So how about you and me team up and give Triple H and Flair a little payback?
Sounds good to me. But what's in it for you?
Anytime I step into the ring with the World Heavyweight Champ, my stock goes up. And when I hit him with the T-bone and pin him again, I'll be that much closer to earning the World Heavyweight title match I deserve. Let's do this.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from parts unknown, the Bull. And the tag team partner from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 245 pounds, Shelton Benjamin. And the opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 260 pounds, Triple H. And from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
It's all about the game, and how you play it. All about control, and if you can take it, all about your debt. And if you can pay it, it's all about pay. And who's gonna make it? I am the game, you don't wanna play me. I am control, no way you can shake me. I am heavy debt, no way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder, ready to run like a Cleveland bench.
look at the confidence radiating off
One.
this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's
One.
throwing away the match by not following up.
2, 3,
These superstars are at the top of their game,
4.
JR. They make it look so easy.
They sure do. You almost forget about the years of training and sacrifice that went into their careers.
Ric Flair's a 16-time world champion, JR. 16 times. There's not a WWE superstar in history who's done that.
Yeah, and if a single one of those title reigns didn't start with the dirtiest player in the game taking some liberties with the rules, I'll eat my damn hat.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either.
These superstars are going to tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King, and they're not going to go home disappointed.
It's like he read his opponent's mind.
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
I think that's a tag.
There's absolutely no question in my mind that Ric Flair is one of the true legends of this business.
He reversed it.
The referee is out, King. Will we see someone take advantage?
I'd be disappointed in them if they didn't, JR. This is a great opportunity. He countered that one perfectly. You've got to love Ric Flair.
Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, ref. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's going to do whatever it takes to win this one. Oh boy, there's the tag.
And it's been reversed.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup,
One.
JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
2,
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly,
3.
I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on.
5.
Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up
6.
whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people.
8,
I call them like I see them, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95?
Listen up, Benjamin. All I hear backstage is you running your mouth about how you pinned Triple H this and you beat Triple H that. Well, the fact is, everyone knows you just got lucky. Simple as that. It was a fluke. And it's never going to happen again. Do you understand me?
What a noble champion. Once again, assaulting his opponent after the match is over. And damn it, Shelton Benjamin is right. He has beaten Triple H in the past, fair and square.
You heard Triple H, JR. It was a fluke. He says Shelton Benjamin isn't in his league, and from the looks of things, he's right.
He requested this submission-only match against Ric Flair to get some payback for what the Nature Boy did to Shelton Benjamin last week. Folks, my sources tell me that Shelton Benjamin is not clear to wrestle here tonight, and there's no timetable on his return.
He'll be lucky if he doesn't get some of what Benjamin got, JR. I've got a sneaking suspicion that Nate won't be coming down to ringside alone.
Accompanied by Triple H. From Charlotte, North Carolina, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
What a counter!
I'm not so sure this was about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal.
I guess I can't argue with that, King. I just wonder if they'll be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up bigger than that.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. So come on, JR. Just between you and me, who are you pulling for in this matchup?
I'd like to see a clean victory by a superstar with a lot of heart and a lot of intensity, who puts on the best performance possible for the fans, King. And it's been reversed. There's absolutely no question in my mind that Ric Flair is one of the true legends of this business. I just think it's a shame that many of his accomplishments are based on cheating, deception, and underhanded tactics.
Haven't you ever heard the expression, the ends justify the means, JR? Ric Flair's held a world championship more times than any other superstar ever. You're telling me that that's not worth a little dirty deal? Oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight.
It's like he read his opponent's mind. Undertaker's a 16-time world champion, JR. 16 times! There's not a WWE superstar in history who's done that.
Yeah, and if a single one of those title reigns didn't start with the dirtiest player in the game taking some liberties with the rules, I'll eat my damn. What a reversal. These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's fun. Oh boy, here he goes. He reversed it. I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again.
And there he goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here.
I'm sure these competitors have studied each other.
Wow! There's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
This is the perfect chance for a finisher. He countered that one perfectly. He sure is, JR, and I think he got all of that. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
Rope break.
I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean, King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air here tonight. The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without...
What a match. I wonder if we'll ever... My God! That's John Cena and the Big Show from SmackDown. What the hell are they doing here on Raw?
I can't believe this, JR! Somebody call security! Look out, Triple H!
My God! That bug John Cena is choking the life out of Ric Flair with his damn chain!
Is this how thugs like Cena treat their elders on SmackDown? This is bad, JR! Oh my God, what's that ogre Big Show gonna do?
They were down, but not out, by God.
quest is over, JR.
Not by a long shot, King. But why were those SmackDown superstars here on Raw? And what's going to happen next?
You know, normally I'd come out here on Raw in front of the entire world. Flash this World Heavyweight title. And once again make clear to all you people, all the people watching at home, and all the guys in the back, that I am the best in the business. Yeah, that's what I'd normally do. And whether you love it or you hate it, you all tune in to see it. But that's not gonna happen tonight. See, last week, two gutless nobodies from SmackDown thought they could come to Raw and take out Triple H and Ric Flair, the two greatest champions this business has ever seen. But just like everything SmackDown does, they only got it half right. As you can see, I'm still standing.
Well, thank goodness for that.
But Ric Flair was not so lucky. John Cena crushed his larynx with that chain. And Big Show nearly broke his damn neck with that chokeslam. Look at this man. He can't style. Hell, he can barely profile. Cena, Big Show, I don't care who you are or where you come from. You do not lay your hands on this man. This man is a 16-time world champion. He's a kiss-stealing, wheeling-dealing son of a gun. He should be riding in limousines, not ambulances. And now, all those desperate housewives in this arena will have to go home to their fat, impotent husbands and cry themselves to sleep because Space Mountain is closed for repairs.
It's so sad, JR.
Oh, it's sad, all right. Why don't you take a minute and pull yourself together, King?
Well, look who it is. I wonder if he's here to gloat.
I doubt that, King. He took his lumps last week just as sure as Triple H did.
Well, Triple H, I guess you got some idea how I felt when you and Flair took out Shelton Benjamin 2 weeks ago.
That's a completely different story. Shelton Benjamin ran his mouth and he got what was coming to him. John Cena and the Big Show had no business with me or you or the Nature Boy. And speaking of you, I've just about had it with your...
Hold that thought, Triple H. You two had better get on the same page. Because I'm not going to stand for SmackDown superstars invading my show. By the authority of the board of directors, you're going to have a sanctioned match against them next week at SummerSlam. But that doesn't mean we're going to wait until then to even the score. This Thursday, you're going to SmackDown to return the favor.
Hey, what a great idea, Bischoff. I would have never thought of that. I don't need your advice. And I don't need your permission to do whatever I damn well please. And if you think you can order me around, think again. And as for you, you can forget about being on the same page with me. We're not even in the same damn library, understand? You come to SmackDown if you want, but you better not get in my way.
Well, I don't always agree with General Manager Eric Bischoff's actions, but I have to give him credit. He's arranged a SummerSlam match against The Big Show and John Cena and ordered an immediate counterattack on SmackDown to boot.
Man, JR, I can't wait! Raw superstars are headed to SmackDown. I'll tell you what, SmackDown is gonna be sorry they ever messed with Raw.
Hello and welcome to another edition of SmackDown. I'm Michael Cole along with Taz and partner. The locker room is still buzzing about that attack by John Cena and The Big Show on some top Raw superstars last week. And can you believe that the board of directors has sanctioned a cross-brand grudge match for this Sunday at SummerSlam?
But that's not all, Cole. Some of those Raw superstars have said they're going to show up here tonight to get some payback. Wait, is that Triple H and Flair in the ring right now?
I am the game. Woo! And tonight, I'm coming to SmackDown to find the guys who kicked my ass and made my father, the Nature Boy, cry like a little girl. Say, Nate, why do they still call you the Nature Boy, huh? Aren't you about 90? Maybe they should call you Father Time. But seriously, yo, no one can say that SmackDown didn't make an impact on Raw last Monday. We did just what we wanted to, and that was punk out the best that they got.
Let's see now. 10 for Triple H, 16 for Flair. Raw is never going to forget the day SmackDown took out 26 world champions in one shot.
And now we're supposed to be scared? Because Triple H is leading a posse to SmackDown? Please. He shows up here, he's gonna get more of the same. They can't see me.
They're here! The Raw superstars are here!
Here we go. This is going to be a rocket buster.
Crowd is really swelling this guy's head. There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well, and having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game.
He's showing absolutely no respect for his opponent.
Yeah, there's a punk doing nothing about it. What's that tell you? All right, time to see what kind of toys we got under the ring.
He's got absolutely crazy with the steel chair, Taz.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. But now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither.
Man, what a chair shot. Reminds me of my old ECW days. at this, Cole. He's going for it. And there it is. The pedigree. He's going for the pin, Cole.
1, 2.
Kicked out just in the nick of time.
He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good. He keeps connecting with that chair. This is going to be a real short match. And there's the counter, Cole.
There's a lot of things under the ring. A sickening impact from that steel chair. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be cruiserweight champ in like a year.
He's laying waste to his opponent with that steel chair. I don't think any... What kind of sick, twisted person would just leave a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire laying around?
Seems like things have quieted down a little bit here, Cole.
I think this may just be the calm before the storm, Taz.
This guy might not have enough to kick out. Man, look at these superstars. You can't...
That's not how the ring bell was intended to be used.
I don't think the fans like that. Timekeeper didn't need the ring bell anyway. You never know what you're going to find under the ring.
Someone had better get that 2x4 away from him. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well...
My God, he's not doing his opponent any favors with that ring bell.
I think you can really get your bell rung by the ring bell. Ding dong! Ding dong! Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's...
Oh my God! A 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire. Let me tell you something. I felt that before. I'll tell you, as long as these superstars have got anything left in it, well, if no one gets that 2x4 away from them, this one's gonna be over real quick. I think I've got a pretty good idea.
That's not what the chair was meant to be used for. Look at this, Taz. This could be it.
Good night, Irene. Nobody sticks around long after taking a finisher like that.
He's got him covered.
1, 2.
He hasn't done nearly enough to get the pin yet.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know,
Enough's enough. Someone's got to get that chair from him. Looks like he's decided to grab a weapon from under the ring.
Whoa, that's not good.
Not if you want to keep from tapping out, it's not.
Oh man, here it comes.
And that might be the end of the match right there. There's a reason that's called a finishing move.
There's only one thing that a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire is good for, and it's not dark. Here's the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Oh man,
he picked up a very hard-fought victory here tonight.
Here are your winners,
Triple H
and
the Bull.
Hey, look, man. I understand why you're teaming up with Triple H tonight. John Cena and Big Show have got to be taught a lesson. And you guys owe them. But don't get too cozy with them. I'll be back on Raw tomorrow, and I've got some unfinished business with Triple H and Ric Flair that I plan to take care of. You know I respect you, and I hope you've got my back the way I had yours. But if you let them punk me out, you'll be making a big mistake.
Okay, Shelton. I'll keep that in mind. But right now, I gotta focus on Cena and Show.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 260 pounds, Triple H.
It's all about the game, and how you play it, all about control. And if you can take it, all about your debt. And if you can pay it, it's all about pain. And who's gonna make it? I am the game, you don't wanna play me. I am control, no way you can shake me. I am heavy debt, no way you can pay me. I am the pain, and I know you can't take me. Look over your shoulder, ready to run like a craven bitch from a smoking gun. I am the game, and I make the rules. So move on out, you can die like a fool. Trying to figure out what my mood's gonna be. Come on over, sucker, why don't you ask me? Don't you forget there's a price you can pay. 'Cause I am the game and I want to play.
And the tag team partner from parts unknown, the Bull. From West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, John Cena.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot, I fell off, I'm still hot, knock your shell off. I'm only stacked back, plus I can't turn the swell off. The franchise
Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look.
We could have a pinfall here, JR. Oh, man. That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
1, 2.
I think Triple H might be the greatest superstar of his generation.
4.
I think that in the future, superstars are going to talk about Triple H the way superstars from Triple H's generation talk about Ric Flair.
The idea that Triple H might potentially become a role model to the next generation turns my stomach.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it. Well, like it or not, this one's over. Shelton Benjamin is back, and he's taking it right to Flair and Triple H with a steel chair.
Oh, no. He can't do that. Triple H and Flair are defenseless. Somebody needs to stop him.
They were partners before Flair injured Benjamin, but is that still the case?
I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow night on Raw. I'll tell you one thing, though. I'd hate to be in Shelton Benjamin's shoes when Triple H gets his hands on him.